Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the beginning of the brand new greatest shiticle in racing, the Shityard 400. The green flag for the inaugural Shityard 400 will be led by Luke Big Papa Pickle, who is looking to capture his first Shit Cup crown in an otherwise lonely season. The reigning Shitona 500 champion and Shit Cup points leader Joey Shrikowski looks to become the first driver to hoist up 2 Brown Jewel events in the same season. Will he be able to do it? We're gonna have to see, while the conspirator Raffahan, who by the way has won the Shit Cup least popular driver award every single season, is looking to earn his first ever Shit Cup victory. Will he prevail and upset millions? We will find out in a matter of moments as we take you trackside for the command. To do the honor of giving the command and joining me in the booth for the inaugural running of the Shityard 400, it's the Pickler, Luke Big Papa Pickle!
Drivers, start your engines.
Thank you, Luke Big Papa Pickle, for the amazing command here for the Shityard 400. We'd also like to thank the Asian and Bagel Foundation for bringing us the starting lineup on the left side of your screen. They're antsy to get this going, Pickle. We got 32 laps of racing here in the Shityard 400. Who will be the first driver to add their name to the prestigious Shityard trophy? We shall see, as the green flag is already underway here in the Shityard 400. Luke Pickle, now he gets a huge run. I'm already fucking this here because the conspirator, Raffahan, Dave Wilson! Oh my God! Huge crap! Oh my God!
What a huge wreck to begin the Shityard 400.
Dave Wilson just became the greatest driver in Shit Cup history. He just took out Raffahan. Huge crash. Oh my goodness gracious.
Dave Wilson, a hero by many, has just wrecked Raffahan to begin the Shityard 400. And we will immediately go to caution. I don't believe what I've just seen.
Luke Big Papa Pickle takes us to the caution flag. That we were talking about scariest crashes in history last week at Rockingham. As oh well, they're going up the hill, I guess. We didn't even show that off. That might have been the biggest crash in shit. Oh my Pickle. Oh my, we gotta go see what happened. Here we are on Dave Wilson, Raffahan contact. Oh, huge hit right in front. Oh my God! The whole field then piles in. Carnage. Colton Thompson's on his roof. Joey Shrikowski with huge damage. Drew P. Wiener. Anyone and everyone you can think of is out of today's race. We are gonna go on board. I don't know who, we're just gonna go on board with somebody. Let's just go do it. On board with the felon, Chuck Sneed. Oh my.
I can't hardly watch that. That makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh my goodness. Let's go on board with Colton Thompson now. On board with Colton Thompson, who started all the way, oh my God, he started all the way back in 37th. He plies right into it. He goes flipping. That may be the biggest crash in history, Luke Big Papa Pickle. It's gonna take a minute to sort out. We're gonna be right back.
To watch.
It's absolutely just, oh my goodness. We'll be back with the restart in just a moment. We're gonna try and figure out who all was involved, get you guys an accurate count of who is out of today's race. So many drivers out of the Shityard 400, and we didn't even make it a mile. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shityard 400. Ladies and gentlemen, I literally cannot count how many drivers are out of the race. It is a record. Biggest crash in history. We only have like 15 or so cars left on the racetrack. We're going to show on the bottom right of the screen all the drivers out of the race following that significant crash. They're all going to scroll through the screen as we're back green flag racing here in the Shityard 400. That Luke Big Papa Pickle, are you okay?
I'm honestly still a little shaken up after that one. I cannot believe what I've just seen before me, but we're back green, so we better just set in and hope that that never happens again, because that was truly horrific.
In total, Luke Big Papa Pickle, only 9 cars were not involved in that crash. Oh, Texas speed limit down the pit road. Folks may not have noticed, but Texas speed limit, as we're going to show on the post-editing Clayball cam on the bottom right of the screen as well. He, for some reason, did not make the start. We're gonna wreck with only 9 fucking cars? Are you serious? No, we're good. All right, well, for some reason, he did not make the start. So that is why he is all the way back there and having to go down the pit road. A lot of problems for Texas speed limit, but you know who does not have any problems? It's Dabba Jingle Snatches. Jingle Snatch moves back, not back into the lead, but into the lead here over Luke Big Papa Pickle. And Luke Big Papa Pickle, I gotta ask you one question. What do you think about Luke Big Papa Pickle, Luke Big Papa Pickle? Because Luke Big Papa Pickle has been such a great driver this season. Luke Big Papa Pickle. So what do you think about Luke Big Papa Pickle?
Well, I, Luke Big Papa Pickle, think that Luke Big Papa Pickle has had such a disgusting year. It's been very unfortunate, and Luke Big Papa Pickle here, being broadcasted by Luke Big Papa Pickle, is going for the lead, trying to take it back from Dabba Jingle Snatch. He is inside of him. And Luke Big Papa Pickle just called Luke Big Papa Pickle going back to the lead. Isn't that something?
Incredible work there, Luke Big Papa Pickle, as we go back to the front. Jingle Snatch going to take back this lead. We're just going to go through the field. We have 32 laps of racing, ladies and gentlemen, but here's the problem. We don't have any fucking cars left, so we're just going to go through the field, explain all of these fantastic drivers that are in the ShitCup Series. Dabba Jingle Snatch currently in the lead. Fantastic run for them here for Premarital Sex Motorsports. I think they drive for Premarital Sex. They drive for some team. David Deeg down the pit road. Looks like he's got a bit of issues. And there is Luke. Oh, Jingle Snatch on the wall. And what a story it would be for Luke Big Papa Pickle to win the inaugural Shityard 400. Now, Pickle just talked about Pickle here. Luke Big Papa Pickle entered today. Dead last in the standings, is that correct? Dead last?
Dead last in the standings by about 95 points
wow.
over Dave Wilson.
Wow. And Dave Wilson was involved in that crash, so he might actually overtake Wilson just because of the good run he's going to have here today. As Luke Big Papa Pickle is going to lead another lap, and here comes Nikito Komayata, formerly Jonathan Denmark, for their own team. They got themselves the big team in the Parliament of Goofiness this season, currently trying to get side by side with Pickle going into turn 2. As we move back, there is Wayne Nergenton for Low Tier Motorsports. There's Knob Shifter. Knob Shifter for Kuma Cub Racing. Rest in peace to Mr. Harley Leverett. Glad to see him get through that crash. There is David Deeg. David Deeg is a lap down. Problems for them. There's Dylan Matthews, who had the great run last week. Dylan Matthews finished runner-up at Rockingham and is now in 6th place. Great run for them. There is Recky Spinhouse Jr. A lot of damage to his car. Same can be said about Big Man currently running in P8. Andrew Gaiman also with some damage. Texas Speedway off the pit road. They are currently in P10. Some issues for, where is Danik and Skywinker? Look like Danik and Skywinker down the pit road. Looks like he's got some problems. A bunch of other cars with problems. As we move back to the front, Nagito Komayata in the lead here, Pickle.
Dabba Jingle Snatch is looking at the inside of Luke Big Papa Pickle, and Win Nergenton might also try and slot in there for 3rd. Pickle drops back to 3rd, might be 4th here. Oh, he's in the wall, and it will be 4th.
Nergenton moves into 3rd, and there's really not a lot to talk about because we are coming around this time by for 21 laps to go here in the Shityard 400. And realistically, nothing is gonna fucking happen in the next, 10 laps or so, unless, these guys decide to absolutely lose all talent like Dabba Jingle Snatch did in that corner right there. Pickle is still within these guys. I mean, all of these guys right here, you know, I don't know if fuel or tires are going to be a factor. No one pitted under that caution period that we had for the biggest crash in series history. But really, it's all going to be about who has the endurance. A lot of damage to the right side of the Pickler car. Who has the endurance to get to the checkered flag here today? The Shityard 400. I mean, we already established in the first lap that it is a chaotic fucking shit show. So really, anything can happen in the Shityard 400, and you really don't want to go anywhere. So here comes Nurgenton to the inside, almost contact. I see you there, Pickle. They are side by side, almost contact there. Watch Jingle Snatch get a huge run here.
When Nurgenton almost put the bumper into Kamiyata, they keep it clean somehow, but side by side down the backstretch, over the hill, down towards turn number 3. Fantastic racing up front.
Absolutely. I mean, there's only 4 cars up here, but yet we still have fantastic racing. Just goes to show you the level of talent in the NR2003 ShitCup Series, as Nurgenton is going to come around this time by to take 19 laps to go. Currently at 20. Pickle down the pit road!
You brought up the question of whether fuel and tires would be a thing. You wouldn't think 32 laps would be enough. Perhaps a strategy call from Pickle, or maybe trying to fix some of that damage. You can never know, but another heartbreak for Luke Big Papa Pickle.
Problems for the field here as Win Nurgenton continues to lead. Huge jump there for Nurgenton, as it's going to be completely unsure if these guys can even make it to the checkered flag here today. As for those that have been watching so far, enjoying today's Shit Cup race, why not go ahead and like and subscribe to the Clayville YouTube channel. We appreciate all of your guys' support. And if you are enjoying today's race, make sure to comment down below as well. Tell us, whose fault was that in the huge crash earlier? Was it Dave Wilson or was it Raffahen? Personally, I mean, if anyone thinks it wasn't Raffahen's fault, I mean, you are completely wrong. Anything and everything is Raffahen's fault. Luke, Big Papa Pickle, what do you think?
I mean, he is my teammate, but I truly cannot believe like what I just witnessed, and quite frankly, I'm disgusted it took them that long to wreck Raffahin. I mean, they let him get an entire corner through this race without wrecking him, which is quite frankly disgusting and makes me sick.
I completely agree, Luke Big Papa Pickle. He shouldn't even be allowed to get in the car. But it is what it is. It's Win Nurgenton, who, by the way, has won a race in Shit Cup before. If we currently go through all these guys, Nurgenton has a victory. He won at the inaugural Poke Oh No 400. Dabba Jingle Snatch trying to get their first win. Nagito Kamiyata trying to get their first win. Jonathan Denmark didn't even get a win, so technically this would be the first win in history for them. David Deegs a lap down. Knob Shifter also going for their first win. Dylan Matthews, everyone in the top 5 except Win Nurgenton is going for their first win, and here is some lap traffic. Andrew Gaiman, who by the way has damage, so he's definitely going to get in the way. Ooh, close there. And this is going to allow Jingle Snatch to get a huge, ooh, almost contact there. Here comes Nagito Kamiyata down the long front straightaway. 16 laps to go for Win Nurgenton as the field very, very thin, but the racing is not over just yet. As we will be back in just a moment for a quick commercial. Oh, and okay, all right, we'll just fuck it there, Jabba Jingle Snatch. We'll be back after a short commercial break here in the Shityard 400. We will be back at a moment's notice. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shityard 400 here on the Clayville YouTube channel. We have 10 laps to go here in the Shityard 400. Win Nurgenton still leads. Nagito Kamiyata has gained a little bit of time that time by trying to close in the gap to try and get around Win Nurgenton. In third place is not David Deeg, it's Knob Shifter. Currently side by side with the driver in fourth place. That is Dylan Matthews, and we are only down to 5 cars in the lead lap. The top four, none of them have pit. Texas Speedway has pit. Luke Big Papa Pickle, a lot of damage to his car. He is still down the pit road. Huge damage for him. There's Dabba Jingle Snatch, had to pit repair some damage. Big Man, Ricky Spinhouse Jr. I mean, it has been a shit show, and Texas speed limit down the pit road again. More damage to fix. Voice crack for the 76. As Luke Big Papa Pickle, we're now on 9 laps to go, and realistically, do you think these guys can make it to the end on fuel? It's going to be really tight. We're not sure how, if they can make it or not. But do you see any change of the lead here as we get to the final stanza here?
There's gonna be a lot of save game over that hill down the backstretch. That's if you're gonna save fuel, it's gonna be through that section. I don't know that they'll have enough.
Oh!
And there's your answer. There's your answer.
Down the pit road. Win Nurgenton cannot make it.
Matthews and Knobshifter behind him also pitting.
Yep. This will give the lead. That's Big Man down the pit road as well. This will give the lead to Nagito Komayata. Now the question is, can Komayata make it on fuel? David Deeg has already pit. I don't know if Deeg, I mean, he's made up so much time. I don't know if he'll pass them. Really depends. Here comes Nurgenton off the pit road. Gotta keep an eye on Deeg here, because Deeg, one of the first ones to pit. And if the short pit works for him, he might be a genius. Although, based off this right here, it's not gonna matter, because Win Nurgenton is off the pit road and flying. As we go back to the front, there is Nagito Komayata down the pit road. There's Jingle Snatch coming around, Spin House. And Nurgenton is down the back straightaway. And really, we're just going to have to keep an eye on Nagito Komayata. Where does he come off the pit road? It's going to be a 2-horse race here, Pickle.
This race just got so much more interesting as...
Oh, he's going to... Oh my God, it's not even close.
I take it back. That this race just got 10 times more boring.
Yeah, not even a contest. Win Nurgenton to the front of the field. And honestly, are you even shocked? Because Win Nurgenton won the inaugural Poke Oh No 400 at a 2.5 mile racetrack. And we come to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And guess what he's going to do here, Mr. Pickle, as we are coming down to 6 laps to go this time by. Also, Dylan Matthews actually passed Nagito Komayata. So a horrible pit stop for Nagito Komayata. Just a lot of time lost there. As we're coming around to 6 laps to go. I mean, it just makes sense, Pickle, that Win Nurgenton is going to win the first ever race here if we stay green to the end here.
Very similar track types, like you said, both 2.5 miles, both super speedways, both very flat corners, and both giant hills down the backstretch. Win Nurgenton looks to be putting on a clinic today. Already 13 laps led, and we still got 5 more after this one.
There is Andrew Gaiman in front of him. Gaiman currently trying to go. Looks like he is 2 or 3 laps down. He is 1 lap down. Big Man down the pit road. A lot of damage repairs for Big Man. Not looking good for the Ouroboros Motorsports driver, as Win Nurgenton gonna take it right here. 5 laps to go. He's got Gaiman in front of him here. And he's going to get by him nice and smooth. Not really much to talk about. I mean, this is David Deeg down the pit road. I mean, look, Big Papa Pickle, we did not think... I mean, let's be honest here. Before we went live here to record this race, we were thinking couple crashes, maybe some fun swapping of the lead. Nothing too major. But as Win Nurgenton comes around this time by to take 4 laps to go, we did not expect the biggest crash in ShitCup history, followed by only 5 guys finishing on the lead lap.
It's truly been a race for the ages, if you can even call it a race, but of the action we've seen, it's been some of the best racing in ShitCup all year long. But all day long, it has been the 91 of Win Nurgenton. And he's coming down just a couple corners away from 3 laps to go. And just what a clinic from Win Nurgenton today.
and really had some assistance here today. I mean, without the field dying, I don't know if Nurgenton even gets to the front of this field. Right now, he is putting together some of the fastest laps on the racetrack. Komiata is quick, but does not have... He ain't got shit for Nurgenton unless we get a caution, which I don't think is going to happen. As Win Nurgenton, for low-tier motorsports, switched over to low-tier motorsports in a co-effort with Ezra Bass and Romelia Griffin. Signed on Bender M earlier this season, who went on to win at Atlanta. Got his first career win for Bender M. What a turnaround for them. Matthews trying to get around Andrew Gaiman, the Harry Males Motorsports driver. And what a turnaround to their season this is going to be for Win Nurgenton. Nurgenton came into this race, I believe, outside the top 25 in the standings, something like that. He has not had the greatest season. And this right here is going to be an explanation point on a near perfect day for Win Nurgenton, as he's got 2 laps to go. Rounds turn 1, and you can feel the excitement in the air as Win Nurgenton puts on an absolute masterclass in how to own the ShitCup field after disaster, as he goes down the back straightaway for the second to last time.
Down the hill he comes towards turn 3 and 4. Just needs 2 more corners and he'll see the white flag. That's the only thing Win Nurgenton wants to see right now. He's got almost a 9-second lead over Dylan Matthews. And as he rounds turn 4, he sees the front stretch and the yard of bricks and the white flag for Win Nurgenton.
What a performance for Win Nurgenton. I mean, it's hard to encapsulate my thoughts right now because, you know, we put on great events here in the NR2003 ShitCup Series, and we're like, oh, this will be a banger. But unfortunately or not, unfortunately, the first lap had a lot of bangers, but the rest of the race did not deliver. As Win Nurgenton heads into turn 3, he is going to add himself to a prestigious list here in the NR2003 ShitCup Series in the inaugural running of the Shityard 400 as he rounds turn 4. Get out the bricks! Get out the brooms! He's going to nearly sweep the day! Win Nurgenton wins the Shityard 400! What an amazing run for him as he leads 19 laps to the checkered flag. Dylan Matthews, performance of the decade for him. He finishes back-to-back races in second, and Nagito Komiata, with a poor pit road performance, rounds out our podium here today in the Shityard 400. Win Nurgenton for low-tier motorsports! Wins! And he fucking lands it! He wins the Shityard 400! He's gonna burn it out even more! Win Nurgenton wins the Shityard 400, and what a performance from him here today. Dylan Matthews, who started second to last, finishes in second, and what a run for this top 5. Everyone in the top 5 started outside the top 20, and rounding out your top 10 here today is Texas Speed Limit.
Pole sitter Luke Big Papa Pickle had some damage that he was not able to overcome, but still comes home a respectable 11th. Ezra Bass, teammate to Win Nurgenton, comes home on solid 13th place. Cumshot Jones, despite breaking every single bone in his body last week, manages a solid 16th, even though he didn't make it a single corner in the race. And rounding out the top 20, Clable, your favorite driver, Noah Patnod.
In 22nd is Dave Wilson, and right behind him is the conspirator Rafa Hen. These two set off the probably the biggest crash in ShitCup history. Took out a gigantic amount of the field, and rounding out your top 30 is Justin Perez.
31st is fan favorite Biggest Dickus. The time is running out for him to collect that win that would save his career. 33rd is Joey Shakowski. He's not able to replicate his Shitona 500 success, and he'll unfortunately have a bad finish. And our two biggest losers are Mike and Ike and Samuel Badman. Despite starting literally last on the field, they still managed to get caught up in this wreck that was so huge, so massive, and so like Shit Cup.
Now, here are your updated Shit Cup point standings with Dylan Matthews moving up to the top of the Shit Cup point standings for Harry Males Motorsports. They have a 36-point lead over Nagito Komiata and Andrew Gaiman. We got 3 rookies in the top 5 here in the Shit Cup point standings. And Luke Big Bubba Pickle, it was a pleasure having you here today. What did you think about today's race, and what are you looking forward to for the future of Shit Cup this season?
You know, while the racing action may have been limited, I think we can all take solace in the fact that Rafa Hin suffered one of the worst wrecks ever in Shit Cup history. And, you know, if that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. As for the future of this season, I cannot wait till we get to Talladega next week. And maybe Rafa Hin will wreck in such a vicious way once more.
We can't wait to have you guys all back at Talladega for another exciting event, especially the Marlboro 500. Thank you all so much for watching, but before we head out, we'd like to thank all of my Clable Cult members for continuing to support the channel. You can click the join button down below to get access to emojis in our live chat, behind the scenes on Shit Cup and Piss Cup, and even more. Go ahead and click the join button down below to get more information, and thank you all so much for becoming members of the Clable Cult. We will see you all next week for Talladega, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy.